Oh no, not the mic. Can they hear me though? Hello, good people of the internet.
Hello? Okay, they
Drac is
should be able to
having
hear
some
me.
technical difficulties.
I
I, however, am taking over this stream.
no, I already fired Mike for last week. I can't be fired now too.
I will
Anyway,
I will tear apart inside the PFL board by board.
can hear me both. You can hear us both. You can hear us both now.
Okay, good, cool. Nice.
OBS was uh being OBS and it's somehow like in
Did it like
between
not
me.
have the mic as the correct input or something
Yeah,
like
yeah, no.
that?
In between me setting up the scenes and actually clicking the go live button, it somehow lost what it thought my mic was. Hello,
Yes.
Dave. Hello, M1. Hello, Lord Ariados. Thank you for a live edition of Inside the PFL. I am your host, Drac, and I'm here with the replacement co-host because we fired Mike, like I said, Jim.
Yes, hello. I'm excited to watch these battles for the first time.
Okay. I didn't even get a chance to say that this is the luckiest week of Inside the PFL.
Oh, I feel it. I mean, obviously we're not going to go over my battle, but I feel the luck. I can. Is Mitch's team name like a couple seasons ago? The I
Oh
am the
yeah.
luck. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that
me.
was right after he beat me in the best of one playoffs after I missed the Zen headbutt. That's when he used that team name.
Right. What a cheeky mother.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, wait, hold up. Emily was saying the other night between talking to you all on Discord and starting the stream, the Windows switched your mic to just the left side. Oh, yeah, epic. Yeah, OBS doing cool stuff. Anyway, technical issues aside, let's go over to the battle window and look at the first match that happened off stream, me against Murphy. It's a rather long one, so I'm just gonna click play.
I mean, looking at your team and
Look,
seeing Slowbro and Audino,
okay,
and
how do
I
you
can
like that turn
understand.
one? Blink and you miss it.
Oh,
Did you
wait.
see what happened?
I did blink and I missed it.
All
You're
right,
right.
we're
That's exactly what happened.
we're gonna
Give
reset.
me, yeah. What are
Just
we
watch
what are we talking
carefully.
about here? Rotamo, Masquerade, Intim, eject pass, immediately into Salazzle. I did blink and I missed it, but that's insane.
Yeah, that was an interaction I considered when I led Rotom, and so that's cool.
I mean, hey, you know what? It worked out because it gave you momentum, and then it went in. I mean, you got to choose though, right?
Yeah. I still
So
got to
immediately
choose
into Salazzle, you get the opportunity to get a free Toxic off. Slowbro being burned over
over
Parad
toxic. Yeah, that's
or
pretty good.
Toxic is that's a good spot.
Okay, so you're gonna see a lot of this game where Durant pressures something out and then Mawile comes in.
Yeah, and this is a Mega Mobile, correct?
Yeah, it's Mega Mawile.
And I mean, you know what? Even with
Also,
non-Mega, I mean, it's a quad resist on that first impression.
oh
So
yeah, for sure. I mean, running some calcs, I think it's just a little bit better for him to be Mega because he gets so many in defenses. But whatever.
yeah. I mean, the Intim definitely just helps in general because, like, imagine Mobile goes down and then it's Durant versus, say, I don't know, Rillaboom. Ooh, crit
Yeah,
Ice Beam right there.
dude.
That's huge.
Oh, it's first of many huge things this match. I'm not really sure why he brought webs because I've got
I mean,
two guys
Durant
that are
and
not.
Salazzle maybe.
Well, Salazar's boots. Spoiler alert.
Oh, well.
Then two slow regenerators. Rotom's not grounded. Salamence isn't grounded. Durant has first impression. Like,
Yeah, there's not a lot here that needs to slow down necessarily.
mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, a plus Quiver Dancing Masquerade's not a good thing for you necessarily. But I mean, Salazzle again, that's a quad resist.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. Salazzle ate that +1 bug buzz.
the weird thing is that like yes, you could set up, but as Masquerade, you've got Quiver, you have the sticky webs. Like you have to have a coverage move for Salazzle or even like Mence, because otherwise, why even bother setting up at that point in the battle?
Right. I think his only option at that point was air slash, and as okay, hustle miss sick. But it was like bulky substitute toxic Salazzle with just the two stab moves. So into the +1 air slash was not going to Oko Salazzle from that range.
Yeah.
So
You know what surprised me there was the like not megaing. I don't know if he's even carrying Sucker Punch. This is moving kind of fast for seeing it for the first time. I'm trying to
yeah,
keep up with it. But like I'm surprised he didn't decide to click Sucker Punch on Rotom there, like, and then stay behind the sub.
yeah,
And then,
I was a little
have
scared
Mega
of
Mawile
that.
behind a substitute, and then all of a sudden, like, something else might die, or what have you.
Yeah, I was a little bit scared of that. I'm not gonna
Ooh,
lie.
good pain split.
Yeah, dude, Rotom is sick.
Oop. Is he?
Awesome, Mist Willow.
When things like that happen, though, are you really sick, Rotom? Oh, there it is, Weather Ball. Probably predicting like what
I mean, it's just.
Salazzle to come in or something like that, maybe.
I think it was just like the best play period for him, just because
Yeah.
like okay, if it's Slowbro predicting, somehow Slowbro comes in against Ludicolo, then like you follow up Giga Drain or Leaf Storm or whatever it has.
Murphy really doesn't want to Mega Evolve this Mawile.
Yeah, I think he saw what Bick did with regular Mawile and coming in on the Intim every time, and he was like, "Oh, that's my strat. I'm doing that."
I mean, I don't want to say it's like not effective.
No, it's
'cause
not.
It is.
Right,
And
you're
it's
correct.
working for Durant. It's effective, but like everything else is a special attacker, and Mence hasn't even hit the field yet. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, Men's has not hit the field yet.
So I mean, how much is that realistically doing?
What do you think about this Audino name?
The maybe Mega Gym. I mean, it could he could maybe be the Mega. He's not, but maybe. You got Slowbro in there,
Yep.
but it's all up in the air. Ooh,
And then he gets the high roll on Thunder
Yeah.
on top of the para. Like, oh, come on.
sure, but I mean, the last one did 34. You got to expect it to have a range to maybe.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's-
you're right. You got Parrot and yeah,
Well, the first one actually
no
did
protect
30.
Para, definitely. Uh-oh. Tectonic Rage.
Yeah, resisted -1 attack, not doing that much.
Was that Stomping Tantrum?
Yeah, it was Stomping Tantrum.
Man, and leftovers combined with grassy terrain, like Murphy's team is definitely unique.
Yeah, Murphy has been talking about the terrain strategy with drafting Mega Mawile alongside a rain setter and a grassy terrain setter for like 2.5 seasons.
Yeah.
And he's finally got it.
I mean, I think that, it's on paper, it eliminates both of Mawile's main weaknesses.
Right.
But if you're not going to use Mawile as anything but an Intimidate pivot, then
Yeah, you're
not
not exactly
really-
using it to the full extent. And I kind of glossed over because I was on normal speed, but Mawile has knockoff instead of Sucker Punch.
Oh, okay, so it only has the knock, right? So that explains
Yeah.
obviously why he didn't go for Sucker there. So what? It's knock, Iron Head,
Play Rough.
Play Rough.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Okay.
that's the set.
Well then, so that confuses me then, because like obviously you see Mega Slowbro, you should be thinking like OT Punch, and you can't knock that thing. So
Right. I was actually.
ooh, okay.
Yeah,
Was
I
that
was
was that
not-
just like you decided to let it go down because you needed to
Yeah, that's exactly
have
what happened.
Salazzle alive? And okay,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
He wasn't doing that much for you. I mean, with Heliolisk
Mm-hmm.
and Ludicolo and Rillaboom across the field, like what was Mega Slowbro realistically doing at this point? Besides maybe walling Mega Mawile.
Yeah, it was really just there to like eat a hit from Mawile and then clap back.
Yeah.
Like
look
that's
at
that's pretty much all Slowbro did. So
the T-Fang flinch. That's
pretty
good.
wild.
yeah, definitely good. You get a para here? Ah, I was like,
No, no
I was like
para.
that felt like a para turn. Oh my god, dude! This battle's all over the place.
Oh, it gets. You haven't seen the least of it yet. Just wait.
I mean, looking at it right now, it seems like Murphy's pretty solidly ahead here.
Yeah, he definitely is. And I think I actually made a mistake here letting Salazzle go. I think I should have just kept Durant in and hit some like neutral stab move to just 2-tap Politoed.
Yeah.
Because Salazzle could still take on Heliolisk. It at Mawile's range, it still did fine, against Mawile, even in the rain. So I think it was a little bit of a mistake there, but
I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, you just go for another one.
mm-hmm.
Send it again. I made it +1. I mean, you
think
gotta believe Politoed. Oh, that mattered. That had to have mattered,
I
right?
I didn't calc it, but I don't know. Maybe it
My
might.
my brain calculator is going wee woo wee woo.
Politoed only has like 80 defense,
Yeah, but it's got like 90 HP and it's only +1. Like
I guess.
maybe 90%, depending on its set. It could be max HP support Politoed. It could be fast offensive. It's probably more of a bulky set considering you have Rillaboom and Mawile and Ludicolo, I guess.
I like how you
But
didn't even like flinch at the play rough miss.
oh, I did. Well, I mean, mostly I'm
I'll go
trying.
back a
Yeah,
few turns.
watching it all the first time around. That's ridiculous. But also the fact that he decided not to just go into his fairy type. Because what is Salamence realistically going to be clicking against a water type anyway? It's going to be Dragon Move or
Yeah, I think.
Supersonic Sky Strike maybe.
Well, he's not the Z. He's not my Z captain. Durant is.
This is good. That's horrendous. That's terrible for him.
Yeah, that. Yeah. I mean, if he had hit that, that would have been game because I couldn't. He just like sacks Mawile to Durant, and then Ludicolo comes in with when I don't have first impression anymore.
And it just clicks Scald or whatever it has.
Yeah,
Weather Ball. It's got the Weather Ball. Yeah.
I mean, I probably should have hit Dual Wing Beat against Politoed because that was almost certainly a 2-tap at +1, and then I wouldn't have been locked into Outrage for Mawile to come in.
You think that's a 2-tap at +1? I don't know. Something about that ain't right.
Politoed's got big Spadef, not Fizdef.
I know, but are you adamant?
I'd have to check the spread. I'm pretty sure. Well, I remember I speed crept him at +1 to be faster than Rain Ludicolo. I don't know. I'd have to rerun the calcs. I'm not going to do that now. But
I'm gonna run the Politoed versus Men's because
right,
I have faith in Politoed. I know, he's more especially defensive. I'm there, but at the same time,
I think Dual Wing Beat would have 2-tapped.
Anyway, anyway,
Men's picked up 4 kills at the end. Unfortunate for Murphy, he got like one bad roll with that 90% move, and then it all came undone. Yep. But also that early game luck was horrendous for me, so I feel a little vindicated. I don't know.
Outrage
it's one of those things.
Outrage does do it. It depends on the set. It depends on how Politoed's built. Because if it's defensive Politoed, it lives a non-crit. Dual Wing Beat does not kill at +1.
But it 2-taps.
But it does 2-tap. Well, sometimes, depending on the set.
Okay.
Regardless, I think that game was all over the place, and I had no idea where it was going. To me, it seemed like Murphy was kind of in the driver's seat for a lot of it.
He definitely was. I didn't have a lot of good pivot. I really just had the teleport. I didn't get a chance to really click Volt Switch on Rotom because it got crit immediately. So I was behind a lot that game. So.
Yeah, and then Audino gets parried, and then thundered. Slowbro gets thundered. All of a sudden, your two big tank mons are gone, and you're left with Salazzle, Durant, and Mence trying to pick up the pieces.
Yeah, and I was
against the Rain team, which is Ludicolo basically beats all of them.
Right, it does. Well, I mean, I'll definitely have to like tighten up my prep a little more for my next match against Murphy.
Now you won. What do you mean?
No, you're right. I played perfect.
Easy. You played perfectly.
Anyway, by the skin of my teeth, scrape by with a +2. Next game, Thomas against Hunter.
God, look at these teams. Look at the team. Oh my God. Look at the Chansey or Shifu, Mudsdale, Raptor, Comfey. That's a good team.
Yeah, dude, Mudsdale and Chansey are actually sick together. I'm gonna click play.
Yeah, they are. You want to ice beam me?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it?
Oh, I mean, we'll see some Chansey shenanigans. Like, Chansey is so big, especially.
Yeah, and you know how I feel about Mudsdale. I think this Pokemon is really good.
Oh yeah, I remember you had Mudsdale against me when we were in the same division.
Yeah, I did. He lived the Dragonite, the +2, whatever.
Yeah, it was the weakness policy. It like barely lived the +3 Dragon Claw.
Yep.
Stupid ass 60-point mon.
It's freaking broken. I love my bulky 60s. I really do.
Yeah, there really is a lot of bulk value in the 60 points. with like Miltank down there as well.
Yeah. Is Urshifu 100 base speed? I thought it was maybe
It's
like
97.
97.
It's 97.
Okay, so
It
it's
is one slower than
1 point
Hydreigon.
slower, right? Because Hydreigon's 98.
Yep.
Wow. And I forgot it gets U-turn. That
I think-
Pokemon is so broken.
Dude,
Both Urshifus
You
are
can't even
broken.
protect against it.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Okay, so a big issue for Thomas is that his only knock is Gengar
Oh, God.
and Registeel, but he didn't bring Registeel. And I also think Registeel could have done some work here. Like, it comes in on Comfey and sets up like Iron D or something.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, too, is that, like, you see Comfy across the field and you have a Hydreigon, like, and you
That
missed.
sucks. That sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
Luckiest week of the
happens when you
season.
see the analysis, but, Registeel is just such a clear bring. You see Comfy. Because you have to have an answer for Comfy, or else it does this.
Or else this happens. And I know I'm the Comfey connoisseur. That thing was 40 points my first season when I drafted it.
Is this a 6-0? This is not a 6-0, is it?
It's barely not a 6-0 because of
Wow, okay.
Blaziken being able to Oko Comfey like that.
Just eats it up, and I mean, it's still not looking good, but I'm trying to think if there's like a way to drag this game back.
You're really leaning on Sylveon a lot to do that, though.
Oh man, you get close combat. I mean, and you die. Well, with Chansey there, I mean, you have 3 special attackers. I don't think that you get over this at all.
There's nothing Chansey can do. Because, I mean, we're going to see this Draco
There it
Meteor
is.
doing
22.
22%.
Gotta love it. That's a thick
No, you
bond.
don't gotta love it. I hate it. I hate Chansey.
No, I love watching Dracos do no damage, actually. I love watching Dracos miss and do no damage. And
You're
then it
just a
reminds
sick
me
man.
Why I don't run. I'm with Mike. Special dragons? I don't know. I don't think so.
11% on the Pixelate Hyper Voice.
Yeah, I think. Oh, and then T-Wave. He's just like, hey, you know what?
And then
And he
Thomas just-
forfeits.
he forfeit. I don't blame him, to be honest. What do you even do?
Yes, I get it. I understand it, but at the same time, like, I don't know.
I mean, Chansey's just gonna, seismic toss you to death.
Well, we don't even know the full set of Sylveon, do we? Or have we seen the whole thing?
Oh, I mean, the last one's probably Protect.
It's probably Protect, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you don't do anything, but at the same time, like, this is a division match, right?
Yes.
So it's at that point. It's one of those, like, you have to look at the bigger picture. Because, like, if you think that Sylveon or Hydreigon can somehow whittle down that plus, like, that's going to help you in the long run. Like, it's not even about
That's
winning
true.
the game at that point. It's about minimizing the amount of, like, work you need to do to get your spot in playoffs.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And, like, I understand it can be frustrating when you have, like, a uphill battle like that. But, I mean, nothing's really stopping Sylveon from outstalling Chansey besides the paras. Like, you might not want to play it out, but you could theoretically drag the game down to a +4 or a +3, which in turn could help you out week 10. But that's the way I think about it.
I mean, that's a good point. So, I mean, it is going to depend on the paras. Like, okay, maybe
Yeah.
Sylveon Toxic's Chansey, but Natural Cure when it switches out, like, oh boy.
But then you have Hyper Voice, and then what's taking the Hyper Voice?
True. Probably Staraptor eats one and then comes back with, like, a Double Edge or Brave Bird or
Totally.
something.
But who's to say it doesn't crit?
We have seen quite a few crits this.
You play it out because you never know.
Right. Also, what was Thomas's answer for Chansey other than Blaziken?
I mean, maybe Basculin, but at the same time, like, I think that's I brought my fighting type. Like, Chansey's going to be not a problem.
Chansey's
kind of
always a
situation.
problem.
Yeah. But sometimes, like, that happens. It's like in the prep, you're like, oh, yeah, I prepped really, really well for these 3 months that I think will be an issue for my team.
Yeah, Gengar's
When
got
you
Focus
overlook,
Blast.
like, the biggest threat that they might have.
Yeah.
That happens with me all the time. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah, I prepped for this 60-pointer that can, like, destroy my team. But, oh, the 200-point Pokemon? Like, I didn't bring a Fire-type move. Now I lose. Like, I didn't think about it.
That's the way she goes sometimes.
Yep, absolutely. But I mean, honestly, good stuff from Hunter, right?
Yeah. I mean, Comfey was a huge issue. That was like a 6-0 if that Flare Blitz didn't kill.
Mm-hmm.
We saw Houndoom and Staraptor never even hit the field.
That's Mega Houndoom too, right?
It is Mega Houndoom.
Yeah, that's a good team.
Yep, good stuff, Hunter.
Yeah,
Next.
+5. Nothing to sneeze at.
Next match. Got M1 against Cal.
Oh God.
I'll hit play.
Kyle's team. This is the first time I think I'm watching it like in action after talking about it on the draft breakdown.
Kyle's team is a weird one. Spoilers, I've got him next week.
Wow, that was quite the ballsy predict.
That was yeah, and the follow-up predict knowing Lantern was coming in on Zoroark.
That's so nuts. And
Pretty
then it only
wild
did
turn
19. This is probably Assault Fest then, right?
I'd imagine so. We didn't see leftovers.
There's the burn. So you know it's Conkeldurr. It got burned.
Yeah. Oh, we already saw that Roserade is disguised as Zoroark
Oh,
right
right,
now.
right.
Man, Conk does so much damage.
Wait, dude, honestly, I don't know how freaking Illusion works and selects mons. I don't deal with Zoroark because I think I'm just going to screw it up one day. Like, I'm going to draft it. I'm going to be so happy about it, and I'm going to screw up. And I'm going to be like, wait, this mon confuses me.
Well, the way it works is that until it gets hit with an attacking move, so like not Stealth Rocks, not Status, it'll be like as a different mon, right? But
yeah.
you select
you don't
the
get to
order
select?
you select the order in which it's a mon at team select. So
yeah. You select what Pokemon it comes disguised as?
Yeah, and you're going to go through all 5 too, because if like that mon dies, you're going to be disguised as somebody else. So,
you select the order?
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
So right now, for instance, Roserade is still alive. So
yeah.
When Zoroark comes in, it'll always be Roserade.
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's what I didn't understand. I thought, Lantern's here, but maybe, Zoroark comes in next. Maybe it'll be disguised as like Entei. Or,
that'd be fucked up.
Yeah, it would be. But I didn't know how it worked. I thought it was just that fucked up.
Dude, if you could switch into Zoroark every time and select every single time, that mon would be stupid.
I thought it was based on like the order of your party. I thought it was always like the last mon in your party, or is that just in like the actual games?
In the game, it is.
Okay, gotcha. So it's an altered like showdown thing then.
Yes, yeah.
Got it.
So like when at team start or at team preview, before he goes, he has to select the order. So he goes like he clicked Roserade and then like then Calcular, then Entei, then Corviknight.
So it's like a priority thing then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gotcha.
You basically are reordering your team at team prep.
Okay. Which I guess is an interesting way to kind of do it and handle it. Love seeing a Azumarill get a kill. That's that team mascot, baby. Let's go. Oof. Just Conk? Oh, I guess he was gonna Mach Punch anyway. So.
Yeah.
I mean, do you switch to anybody, or do you just let Azu go at that point? Because
but like who? Sandaconda is in 2-tap range. I don't know.
The only thing that Azu even really does there is like maybe deal with Entei, but then he has E-Speed, so I guess Azu just goes down. That's fine.
Yeah. I don't know about the Cotton Guard, to be honest.
Definitely interesting. Is this a poison? Of course it is.
Yeah, like 30% is 100%.
Yeah.
Conk's damage against Sandaconda took you away off guard. Yeah, man, Guts is no joke. It's a choice band essentially, but you get to switch moves.
Yeah, base 140 attack. Like that's just ridiculous.
Not okay.
And we know it's Flash Fire Ninetales, which there was Sun at one point, wasn't there? Who the hell set the Sun?
It was.
Or am I making
Roserade.
that up?
Roserade
had Sunny Day. Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, Ninetales is here, and I saw the sun up, but I just didn't, I guess, pay attention enough, and I didn't put 2 to 2 together. And I'm like, oh wait, somebody physically had to have clicked Sunny Day. Okay.
Okay, so Kyle's kind of chipping away at M1. Like that poison certainly does not help.
Yeah.
Because he can just do this.
And I mean, Aerodactyl's great and everything, but yeah, get the rocks out. You know what? Absolutely.
Yeah, Stone Edge isn't cutting it. He's roosting. Get those rocks
Yeah,
out.
yeah, he's gonna get up to full HP anyway. Aerodactyl's gonna be dead next turn. Like, just do it. Get a little bit of momentum. Let Arrow go. Ooh, plot is this
Dude,
a good
I
idea?
was shocked Kyle stayed in because from his perspective, I think there's like no risk at just switching out to Entei.
Yeah.
God, that did so little.
Expects him to leave. Oh my god, and bandit speed, huh?
Mm-hmm. That might be AV Entei, but it's just like regular Lantern. Lantern is just huge, especially.
I guess so. You think it's AV Entei? Because like 51 damage on neutral E speed.
I mean,
Like,
Ninetales is not big.
yeah, but I don't know. This battle's kind of Pokemon are dropping like flies to priority moves. That's what's happening here.
Yeah, I mean, Banded Mach. Essentially, what's effectively Banded Mach Punch.
Ooh. Let's go Mega Ampharos. Love to see that.
Dude, 165 special attack.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really a lot. And then Roserade, yep. Or is this actually Roserade? It is.
Yeah, it clicked Giga Drain. Of course, it's actually Roserade.
Arrow. You don't get HP Fire. Oh, you do
You,
get Weather Ball though.
yep, still get
Don't
Weather
you?
Ball.
All right. So this is probably GG.
Yeah, I'm pretty
There
sure it is.
There's Weather Ball, and then
Is Ampharos? Ampharos is at 100. It probably survives one Sludge Bomb.
yeah.
But
But like then it doesn't survive the like Dark Pulse. Or
yeah, and it doesn't even get
whatever
Draco. Like the
afterward.
best he had was Dragon Pulse at that point. Ugh.
Yeah.
Cotton Guard,
Ooh,
why not?
interesting decision. I mean, I don't know. 52 HP, like you might be able to make something happen. Not if you're poisoned though. Definitely not. Oh, Power Gem. Does he have like Dragon Pulse or anything? Like,
I guess he didn't have Dragon Pulse. Volt Switch, Power Gem, random
he
fourth
probably
move.
has like an electric move to stay in. And
Oh yeah, that might have been it.
okay. Yeah, I mean, definitely good stuff from both battlers. Like that game didn't feel lopsided really at all. Like it felt like there were different momentum swings there.
Yeah, I think that priority from Entei and Conkeldurr kind of spelled defeat for M1 because
really made the
Conkeldurr
difference.
pressured so much, and even like we saw the resisted Drain Punch on a Azumarill kind of destroyed it.
Yeah. That's what that'll do. But solid +3 from Kyle. That team is team scary. Got Entei in the sun.
Banded Sacred Fire in the Sun.
Yep.
Monstrash though.
He said, what's a Ferrothorn? He said no. I do like the compliment of Flashfire Ninetales with Ferrothorn though. I think that's really a nice pairing.
That's one of the classic pairings is similar, like Scizor and a random Flashfire like Chandelure or like Heatran. Well, maybe not double up on steel types, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but the classic, hey, I'm gonna offset your 4x weakness and then capitalize and blow something up from it.
Pretty good strat.
Mm-hmm.
Can I battle you? No. Next battle. I wasn't.
You battle us? No. We're reviewing a league's worth of matches. This is Pokemon
Right.
Fun League.
So
So we have we've already had our battle weeks, but
Mr. Kieran, this is a draft league. We are doing the recap of the week for the matches that happened off stream. So that's what you're watching right now. We're not battling viewers.
yeah, these are the highlights and the
Anyway.
ESPN team breakdown, whatever.
Tristan against Lebo.
Yeah.
Let's go. So, Dracozolt, Sand, Rotom Heat, Mega Scizor, Umbreon, way too big.
Oh God. Freeze.
That would. Wait, are you immune to freeze when you're ice type?
You are.
Oh, that would have been sick because then Umbreon would be frozen and then Synchronize wouldn't proc.
Exactly.
That'd be fun.
This is a not terrible taunt there. But you know what? It's interesting that he switched out.
I was a little surprised Gliscor switched out as well because as far as I know, Scizor can't really touch Gliscor.
Not, especially with the toxic heal. You know, like
Right.
you're getting back a sixth of your HP every turn.
I think it's an eighth, but still,
It,
it's way
it
too
might be an
much.
eighth. Yeah.
Way too much.
Oh my god. Read the switch into Gliscor.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Gliscor just laughs it off.
Yep. That's my season 13 champion right there. There he is.
I thought it was Nihilego.
Oh no, it's definitely Nihilego. But this man also held it down. I'm trying to take Nihilego in the PCLL.
Ooh, that miss could have done some damage to Gliscor, but I mean, Gliscor
It
could
might
also
have killed.
I don't
mean,
know.
That depend. I mean, you know, with the amount it took from Ice Fang, that's a defensive Gliscor. So like maybe and Gliscor only has like 70 like HP SPDF. So
I thought it
I
had
don't know.
like decent SPDF. I thought it had like 95 SPDF, but like 70 HP, 125 defense. Anyway,
That sounds
ouch,
close to
ouch,
right, but yeah, that's hard. That's
ouch.
hustle.
Hustle. That is hustle banded outrage and
Yeah.
crit.
Yeah.
So all of that stuff mattered. Man,
He's
Band
lucky
plus
CC
hustle.
killed.
Hustle's so good. Hustle's such a good ability.
I mean, Dracozolt had 76 HP. I mean, I don't know how bulky that thing is, but like that set of fossils is not frail, you know?
No, they're not. Like they're deceptively bulky. 'Cause, like Dracovish has like 100. It was like 90,
Yeah.
190 or something. Is its defense spread?
Exactly.
Like why? That thing does not need to be that big, especially with Fish's friend.
Yeah, and water dragon typing.
Right. Yeah. Not to mention the water dragon typing exactly.
Right. You get rid of the boots on Rotom. He gets rid of the rocks. He says, "No, you." Colossal's back in here. He said, "Hey, maybe have some more."
Yeah, because I mean, what else is Colossal doing against Rotom? Like Rotom's obviously volt switching out. Here, have him
And they're
back.
back. And how much HP does Rotom have? Because it might. Is it dead on arrival?
It is not dead on arrival. It's
Oh, very
nearly
close.
dead on arrival.
I like Licky Licky. I wish that it had a better ability.
I think its abilities are fine. Okay, Oblivious, Cloud9 are good. Own Tempo doesn't do anything.
Can't get confused from those hurricanes.
Okay, true.
I mean, it's terrible. But you get Umbreon clicking confused right here. You know, ain't gonna happen.
Does Umbreon even get Confuse Ray?
It does.
Okay.
Nobody runs it, obviously. You run
Well-
it in Pokemon Coliseum. So that's how I know it gets confused, right?
Well, Confuse Ray is 100% accurate, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. There's
But then
there's
it's a
some
50-50
instances-
shot whether he hits himself or not.
Is it actually a coin flip? I thought it got reduced to like 30%.
Oh God, I hope it's a coin flip because then I hit myself way too much in confusion.
It might be one of those things where you just remember all the times you got owned by confusion. It's like everybody remembers switching your offensive type into a Scald and getting burned,
Yeah.
even though it's 30% accurate. You're like, man, that shouldn't have happened.
5 turns.
Yeah, get that Rocky
Nah.
helmet out of here. That'll help, Mian Shao a bit. And if it like comes in on a U-turn or something from Greninja, that chip helps as well. So it sucks to let Licky Licky go, but
Yeah.
especially with Umbreon on the other side of the field.
Oof, Surf, you dead? Oh my God, Hippo is so big.
He is big. That's
That
another
HP.
one. It's got like such a high HP and defense that you don't really need to invest that much phys def, so you can be like half of a special wall as well.
Oh my God, the crit EQ. This
That crit
Hippo
sucks.
really is putting in the mileage here.
Oh, and then Mian Shao kills itself to Life Orb. I think
It's
I think that was kind of a decisive mistake because, I mean, what we're about to see is who is the Umbreon answer.
Very clearly nobody. You have Rock Blast for. I have to look at these teams because not that Rock Blast is like the worst move world to run because like I totally understand running Rock Blast over say like Stone Edge. Like I'm on that, I'm on that train. Like I get it.
When
But is there like a particular reason?
when I had Colossal last season, I ran Rock Blast on it a few times. I think it's just that it's kind of more consistent damage and it stops stuff from setting up sub on you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot of times. And if it hits all 5, it does more than Stone Edge, so.
True. Yeah, now Umbreon sits here, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I think the only saving grace would be if it was somehow Silvally Bug. And then that
Oh my
could
God,
like
could you imagine if Silvally Fairy maybe, but could you imagine if Silvally Bug just hit the field?
Dude, Silvally Bug would be sick. Like the only switch
Yeah, it
in is Scizor, right? Because Hoopa neutral,
Well, I mean,
tiny.
It's neutral, but I mean, it doesn't have a big defense. So.
Yeah, it's got like 50 defense or something stupid.
Oh God, that's no damage.
Yeah, meanwhile Umbreon has like 90 HP and 110 in both defenses. Something stupid like that. Let me actually check Umbreon's spread. I've been throwing out
90,
stats this
110,
entire
130, I think.
broadcast.
It's 90, 110, 130, I think.
God, it's 95, 110, 130.
95, yeah, okay, that makes more sense.
God.
Yeah, that Pokemon's fat as hell.
It really is. Like if you need a bulky dark type, look no further.
I mean, think about this thing existing prior to fairies. Like,
it was awful.
I vibe with Umbreon. I like this thing. I wish it was like a little bit more offensive, maybe, but
I don't wish Umbreon had offense.
Sure, but I like Pokemon that can do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm a big balance guy, which is why I'm really having trouble keeping a rain team for the season. I'm like, well, I fucking hate having 2 Pokemon weak to freeze dry 4 times, but.
All right, I'm moving this up to normal speed because I think
What
everybody knows how this game's going to go.
Umbreon just keeps, throwing coins in in that fountain. Keeps making wishes.
It still has 7 left. You know what? Wish would still be an always bring on a Pokemon like Umbreon, even if it only had 8. That's what's messed up.
Yeah, that move is really, really good.
Dave's talking about
is
Curse
Wish a Gen
Umbreon.
3 move? Or is it 2?
I feel like Wish is a Gen 3 move.
I feel like it's 3, yeah. Oh, you know what? Jirachi.
Oh no, it was a Gen 2 move.
Was it really?
Wait, no. Never mind. I was wrong. Okay. Anyway, I'm looking back at the battle window to see, Greninja died. Shocking.
Yeah, and then Silvally can't do anything here, and
yeah,
Wish up. And
I love U-turn on Silvally, but it's not cutting it against Umbreon, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, and that's not your fault, Silvally. Don't feel bad about this. And then the forfeit.
Yeah, why not? Why not forfeit?
See, but what's the point? Click the last U-turn. You get a crit, and then if you get a crit on that last U-turn,
it's still doing like 35. Because they were doing 20 something.
You're right.
Yeah, 24 was the last U-turn.
I'm not a big forfeiter myself. I am in random battles. If you guys ever find me in random battles, I'll be salty. I'll be like, great, my opponent led Blaziken, and I have 5 Mons weak to fire, and my other Mons weak to fire.
That's the random battle experience. Or you get matched up against a random rain team somehow.
yeah, exactly. You get the Politoed, and they also have like an Omastar, and you're like, why?
Yeah, Omastar and Mega Swampert, and
yeah. But I mean, this solid +3 from Tristan. Umbreon very clearly carried that battle. But like, let's not discount what Hippo did there. I mean, 1 red Ice Fang and then 2 really big Earthquakes made a huge difference because the Earthquake put Mienshao completely out of commission.
I think the only thing Lebo could have done there was take the L that you got crit and hard swap out, and like I guess you have to go into Silvally Dark at that point.
And you know what? That can be one of those things that you don't think about necessarily.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I got crit. Like, let me get out of here and U-turn. But then you're like, Life Orb, but now I'm dead. So you're expecting to gain that HP back, and that's just one of those things that just like slips your mind.
Yeah, a pretty unfortunate mistake because I think Mienshao kind of like carried the rest of that battle. If not, because
for sure. Especially if it had knock. Yeah.
Yeah, like it gets knocked for Hoopa. Scizor certainly does not want the Life Orb CC.
Mm-mm.
Umbreon sure as hell doesn't want it.
Yeah, and at that point too, Colossal was still alive, so
Yeah,
you
because
know,
Colossal just
could have
comes in
handled
every time on
Scizor.
Scizor.
Yeah, but yeah, solid stuff.
Yeah, but hey, good stuff to Tristan regardless.
Definitely.
Next and last battle of the week, we got Manny against Nigeria. This is a fun one.
Prior to the big team trade of
Yeah, well,
2022.
we're getting there.
Oh yeah. Megalop here. Just to return out the gate. Okay, no fake out.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I don't see
I
anything
mean,
that
not
switches into the return, so why the hell not?
Aggron maybe, but at the same time, then it threatens a fighting type move.
Right. It could have also very easily been like CC, so
Yeah.
who
Yeah, it
knows?
could have been. That's why the return kind of interested me.
Hmm.
Like of all moves to click there, I feel like it's either fake out or maybe, CC.
Life Orb Melodic. I like it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was badass.
Mr. I don't run 100%. I don't run moves if they're not 100% accurate. Look at what that Hydro Pump just did.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes you need that extra base power.
There is a trade-off, absolutely. And I fully recognize how good it can feel to hit a move with 130 base power. But I also know how it feels to miss that move and lose the game because of it.
Yeah, I think everybody's had like their own awful experience with missing a move and it costing a game.
I think my bias comes from Nuzlocke and having to play 30 more
Okay.
hours to get back to that point.
Yeah,
that's instead of just
fair.
yeah. So that's I think where the bias comes in. I don't think it's actually about competitive really.
Yeah. Also, very good read by Nigeria, just didn't capitalize on it. He read that like Manny was just going to read the read and click Psychic for Mammo, but why not hit Hydro Pump at that point? Because yeah, ouch, Raichu hurts.
You know what would have really helped here would be fake out on your low pony.
Very true. I mean, fake out's one of those things that should be an always bring on low pony, I think.
It is. Like, yeah, you can keep or take or leave quick attack, but fake out should always be one of those moves that you have. Like fake out, U-turn, CC, and like, maybe ice punch or some other coverage move.
Some other coverage move.
Does low pony get knock? I don't even know.
No,
Probably
it doesn't.
No, it does not.
In Arceus, it gets Mach Punch though. That's fun.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
But anyway, what I was saying about like Raichu against Melodic, why not just hit Hydro Pump there? Because that would have probably killed Raichu. We saw the Ice Beam did like over half.
Oh, instead of Ice Beam?
Yeah. Maybe that was just
maybe
like
he just
in
wanted to get the guaranteed damage. You know what I mean? Like instead of maybe missing Hydro, he knew that his answers to Raichu were slimmer and that maybe Mammo could come in and then Ice Shard afterward would have killed.
Maybe. Well,
I feel
it
like
did get
there's
scared out
something
by
there.
the Ice Shard, so we saw that. And despite terrain being up, Manny is playing like the fake out's coming.
Yeah, that's so weird. I get it, right? But he switched out Raichu, which I don't. You outspeed him, and you saw that he didn't fake out. So
it might be one of those things where you don't know if your opponent's just holding on to it.
oh, look at that damage. Not a lot of things do that much damage to a Victini.
Yeah, I mean, rising voltage.
Oh my god.
Life Orb.
Dude, Raichu's really popping off here. You know what you should have had?
Fake out.
This would have
Fatal
been done
mistake.
like turns ago. Let this be a lesson, guys.
Let this be a lesson. Run your good moves.
Yeah, as we saw in somebody whose battle earlier had a Kyle's with the Conkelder and the Entei.
Mm-hmm.
Priority is your friend. Run it if you got it.
Absolutely. But I mean, Manny still played well. I think that last rising voltage on Mega Lopunny was just because like, okay, at this point I know it must not have fake out just due to Haunter coming in like it did.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's just like a weird team prep thing. Maybe he's just trying to get a little cheeky with it, but
Yeah, I think this was a very much a hyper offense focused build from Nigeria because we saw the Life Orb on Melodic. We didn't see much from Drifloon, but I mean, we know Nigeria loves this weakness policy on burden set.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Very good stuff.
very good stuff. That actually will do it for the battles this week that happened off stream. Only 5. 5 happened on stream. 5 happened off. Incredibly broken week in terms of RNG.
Oh my God.
Mr.
Yeah.
6.4 luck.
Love it.
Just absolutely smashing the luck record. And then my match against Murphy, I was like minus 3.5 or something. And then there were 2 other 4.0 lucks this week. It was wild.
Is that I'm trying to think, like, because I put together the obviously the document.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the maybe record was.
The record's been broken twice this season. The very first the record before this season was me against Manny. It was like I was minus 4.8, I want to say, and then I think M1 against Nigeria this season was like a higher 4.8.
Yeah.
And then you just smashed all of us with like 6.4.
Yeah, I'm looking back at it. I see I don't have season 13 taken into account, but I have 9, 10, 11, and 12. And of those, the highest record is 4.68, it seems. So,
Okay. It's 4.68 then. Then M1 was like 4.8 something.
yeah, 6.4. Okay, all right. I have the luckiest game in PFL history. We'll take that.
By a lot, too.
Yeah, by a lot. That is a lot. That is a high difference. It's terribly hard to get in the 4s or even the 3s.
Mm-hmm. It really is.
But like 6, like, sorry, LCD. I'm sorry.
Well, we have the apology on record.
Yes, we do. I think I apologized to him through DM too. I go, bro, like that's just ridiculous. Like,
Yeah,
if
he
his
didn't get to play the game.
Vanillix was like scarfed, he would have won too. Is the crazy part. But
That's actually funny. All of the previous luckiest games have had that situation where like, oh, one little thing's different and the unlucky person wins. Because M1 actually did win against Nigeria despite with his like huge almost -5.
yeah,
My match against Manny, if I had just gone for one ballsy read, I would have won, but I also didn't know it was like a scarf rotom or something, and I lost my win con to that. Yeah, and then your match, if it was scarf and LX, then
I mean, it depends. Do you think that G Zapdos would have taken a scarf freeze dry?
no.
It's a legendary. I don't know. It's got some bulk.
I think, isn't it like 90-90?
It could be, yeah.
But then you got
90.
stab like 125 special attack on the other end.
115 maybe.
I think
yeah.
Vanillix actually like has big special attack. Let's
Does
look.
it? I've played enough ROM hacks. I thought it was 115, but
Oh, it's 110. Okay.
all right, yeah.
Huh.
I'm gonna calc it, but before I do, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. All right. So we don't have King of the Kill data because Mike is MIA. No, I mean he's fired. Sorry. So we're going right over to the standings.
Because he's fired.
Yeah, he's fired after his horrendous blasphemy last week. Anyway, standings. I'm leading Fortress Division 3-0 plus 12. Hunter leading Magnazone 2-1 plus 8. Hot on his heels, Tristan 2-1 plus 6. Kyle leading Metagross Division 3-0 plus 11. Manny on Kyle's heels 2-1 plus 8. Jim, you're winning your division 2-1 plus 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dylan,
I'm not.
your only loss so far 2-1 plus 7 right behind you.
He's breathing on my neck.
And LCD, let's not forget him. He's also 2-1 plus 4.
Yeah.
And in the Steelix division, Jack 2-1 plus 10.
And yeah, look at
2
that.
big plus 5s.
Mm-hmm.
And then James 2-1 plus 6.
You and Kyle undefeated so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 3 weeks. It normally takes around to the bye week for the undefeated people to start taking L's.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, I burped a little bit. Spoiler alert, there will be only one undefeated person next week because me and Kyle fight.
Oh,
That's
really?
fun. Yeah.
All right.
But before we get over to the commission picks and look up the upcoming matches, let's go look at some trades and pickups. So, first up, Lebo made Silvalia Z captain. Z parting shot. That's fun.
Is that all he did? Hold on, let me get to
Next. That's all he did.
That's all he. Oh,
That's
Z
all he did.
parting shot. Whoa, let's talk about Z parting shot for 15 minutes.
Pretty much. Next up, M1 Azumarill Dio did some moderate
Well, there's a lot.
changes. He dropped Starmie, Tauros, and Poliwrath for Meloetta, Passimian, and Arbok.
Yeah, that
Good.
makes sense. You get rid of 2 of your 3 water types, which you're always bringing Azumarill.
Right.
Starmie is like it functions differently than Azumarill. I get it; it's a spinner. But
Also,
why the hell do you have Poliwrath?
I think he just needed a fighting type at that point. Anyway, M1 finally has middling speed tiers, so that's great. Because before his speed tiers were all over the place. Like now he's got Meloetta at 95, Passimian at 80. That's good.
Yeah,
I think Arbok also
definitely.
has like 70.
Arbok's, yeah, it's average. It's an average Pokemon.
But anyway,
Below average, but
anyway, good. So he's not going to just get people running adamant against him with those like base 100 to 110ers.
Yep. I think those pickups are definitely good. I mean, Passimian's great, Meloetta's great.
Yeah, those are
I could take
both
or leave
fantastic.
Arbok, but both of those Pokemon are good. He gets the fighting type. Meloetta, we saw with Tristan, season 13. That thing can be run a million different ways. You can run the Relic Song,
Absolutely.
you can run Serene Grace. That thing can 128 special attack and special defense. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, very big Spitfall. And honestly, a very good pairing to Ferrothorn. Like
Oh, for
Meloetta,
sure.
bulky Meloetta absolutely eats those fire moves.
And then who eats the dark move? Oh, Mega Sableye, hello. Azumarill, hello.
Yep.
Passimian. Hi.
But those are great changes. Let's go to the next one. Bick. We have he
This is
dropped.
a lot. This is a wholesale almost.
Yeah, using 4 of his pickups. He has dropped Serp, Aromatisse, Empoleon, and Mawile for Togekiss, Breloom, Seismitoad, and Quillfish.
So I like Togekiss.
He also dropped a 40-point Intimmer for another 40-point Intimmer.
He
with-
did.
in
That's
Quillfish.
true. But they water type. Two water types. So it's Seismitoad and Quillfish.
Yep.
Not that that's a bad thing. Water's a type you can definitely double up on.
Togekiss also it's going to be kind of awkward for Bick to run Togekiss and Cinderace because only one of them can hold the boots, as well as Rotom Frost for that matter. So that might be a little awkward for him in prep because you're almost always bringing Cinderace. I can't even
I'm
think
surprised
of a
that
game you wouldn't.
Togekiss was still available to be taken. I feel like it's a very hot commodity mon in this league.
Murphy had his eyes set elsewhere, I guess.
Yeah, you're right. Murphy didn't take it, so nobody wants it. That's true.
That thing is only
and
160
Empoleon
points
being
because
gone.
of Murphy.
Get rid of your steel type. I mean, that's okay. I like Empoleon a lot, and I really like Empoleon in conjunction with Togekiss. So, that.
Yeah.
sad.
The
But could he
Metlaka
have even
Steel
done
type
that?
might be a little concerning because now his only resist to fairy is Quillfish. Okay, I guess Cinderace,
yeah,
but Cinderace barely counts as a resist.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, so bulky fairies might be an issue for Bick.
I think I like the. I think I like the allocation of points that he did with how he traded the mons.
Yeah, he has no leftover points, so that's something to note of. Like I've talked about this before, but when I draft, I try to keep like 40 or not 40, but like 20 points in the back pocket so I can upgrade a 40 or a 100 pretty easily. It didn't work out for me this season, but it's a meta strategy.
I
like
try to be
employ.
as efficient as possible. I usually just send all of my points.
That's fair. So he's got some priority in Breloom. Like those Technician Mock Punches are gonna hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I like Breloom in conjunction with Zygarde, for instance. Yeah, they're both weak to ice, but you got Subseed, Toxic Heal.
Oh, dude, that
Zygarde
set is so
doing-
cancer. I like how he got rid of like one sub seed setter for another.
Yep.
Got rid of
Breloom's
Serp.
cooler than Serp, though. That's the difference.
I agree. Breloom is cooler than Serp.
Because Breloom, at least, you have to like click a different move every turn. Serp, you have to click one move. But like you click it really hard.
Well, what? Which move? Like layer substitute?
No, Leaf Storm. Just
Okay.
mash the Leaf Storm button.
Yeah, okay, but you got to get the sub up first because there's a lot of it also doesn't have a great special attack, so it's not going to one shot many things. But anyway,
That's true. I think these are
anywho,
good. These are good. Seismitoad definitely a little interesting. I think Bick just mixes Swampert. I think that's really what it boils down to. He misses the Rock Setter, Flip Turn, Earth Power.
yeah, because Swampert's a very Bick mon. Bick loves regular Swampert.
Mm.
Because, well, I mean, regular Swampert does a lot. Like rocks, flip turn, bulky water, mono weakness. That's great for 100 points.
Yeah.
But enough about Bick. Let's see what changes Jack made. So Jack has a new team card mon. Oh, actually, there's Jack.
Yeah.
Never mind. I had the order mixed up in OBS. New team card mon. I like that. I like this this background. We got Simisear.
I can't believe this is the least popular Pokemon of all time. I don't believe
Is it?
I like of all the monkeys, this is my favorite monkey.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
Yeah, oh yeah, like it is voted. Like I think they did it in like 2018 or something like that, or 2019.
Oh, really?
They had like, maybe 1 million people or something vote in Japan or whatever, and Simisear came in dead last.
Damn.
For like all, I think at that point 7 generations of Pokemon that were out.
Really? That's kind of surprising because I feel like some random like middle evolution mon like Pupitar or something would be a candidate for least popular.
Nah, it's Simisear.
Huh. Anyway, so Jack has dropped Magmortar, Appleton, and Jirachi for Simisear, Amoonguss, and Garchomp.
That's terrifying. I'm a fan of Simisear. Like as I'm talking about how I like him the most of all the elemental monkeys. I think that his coverage is the best of all of them. He gets
I thought
grass
they
knot.
all had the same coverage.
Well, sure, but I think
but on a fire type.
On a fire type,
okay, yeah.
The difference there, because like with Simipour, it's like, oh yeah, you have the water type move. Simisage, you have the grass, but you get grass knot as a fire type, and in addition, you get gunk shot and knock.
Right.
And
yeah.
So I
actually,
like this thing.
Before Jack, locked in these trades, he was talking with me about it, and he was like, "Man, I feel like Simisear sucks, but it could be actually sick." I'm like, "Hey, it's got over 100 speed. Like that's already a good benefit." And then I was just like looking at his page. I'm like, "Why does it get so much coverage? What?"
The only time I ever laddered on Showdown, something that wasn't random battles, was Gen 6 NU. And this thing was like the ace of my team. It was a life orb. It had a bunch of coverage moves, and it always put in work. So
yeah.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this. I really like the Garchomp pick too. I mean, you're doubling up on the ground types, but it's a Garchomp, so whatever.
Yeah, Garchomp is just an amazing Pokemon.
And then Amoonguss with Mantine. That's a lot.
It's sickening, actually.
Yeah.
That's what you meant to say.
Yeah. You want to hit flying move or psychic move? Like, here's my specially defensive boy.
Right. And I mean, okay, it's not great to have your grass type neutral to Earthquake, but he's also got Azelf and Mantine, and Garchomp is pretty big physically, so it can eat a couple
and
EQs.
Miss Magius too, if you really,
Does Miss
and
Magius
Girder.
have Levitate?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Huh. Okay, yeah. So I mean, he's doing fine against ground, really. I mean, you still kind of have to pack a ground move against Excadrill, T-Tar, Bolton, though.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you're not going to show up to a battle and not run Earthquake on at least a Pokemon.
But yeah, that Garchomp is just terrifying, and I don't think we've actually seen Garchomp do much since it's gotten scale shots. So that should be extra spooky.
Not regular Garchomp. I had Mega Garchomp for a little bit, and it did some things in a couple battles, but nothing that was like, oh god, this is a problem.
Yeah, you know what? I was thinking honestly, we just move Garchomp down. Why? Why is it 200? Right, Garchomp sucks.
No, next. That's slander. The thing is ridiculous. This is the Scizor versus Mega Scizor conversation.
Except Garchomp is like just amazing as a normal guy.
Yeah, no, they're well, Scizor is amazing as a normal guy too.
Yeah, but Scissor's also 160.
He's true.
Uh, but yeah, I like Jack's team. I think
Hmm.
the extremely offensive fire type complements Amungus and Mantine very well.
Yeah, I think those trades and pick. I think those actually a very good, a good set.
So next, on the topic of near wholesales, we've got Nigeria, who has dropped Victini, Big Vic, Melodic, Megalopony, and Gligar. Kind of staples of his team. Gonna be honest.
Hmm.
Has dropped them for Lele, Zardex, Buzzwole, and PZ.
I think that what happened is that Nigeria was like, I'm gonna trade these Mons away, but before I do, I want to run these sets with them. They ran Life Orb, Milotic,
Okay.
non-fake out Megalop.
That
um,
sounds incredibly realistic, actually.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. This is okay. I have no huge issues. I like Megazard, I like Tapu Lele, and I like Buzzwole, and I like PZ. I think this is actually kind of an overall improvement, maybe.
Yeah, doubling up on fairy types. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Uh,
Some issues taking a
Steel.
poison type move.
Yeah, like or not Mantine. Mamoswine doesn't eat them forever. Having like Magneton as a dedicated switch into anything is kind of sus.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
Haunter's
I
not eating
guess
it.
that, yeah, Haunter and Drift Blim resist it, but like not really.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
kind of
Driftbone
both.
has like 140 HP, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you know, it's pretty frail.
Yeah, but anyway, Nigeria will figure out something to do with poison types if that time comes.
Yeah, it's funny because I think this team is, I think it's just equally as good as the other one. Like, I don't
Hmm.
even really feel like, oh yeah, this is a very clear improvement. Like, in none of the mons he picked up, I don't want to say none of them, but like Megazard kind of does what Victini does, except it can set up and it doesn't have the same like coverage. You
True.
know,
Um,
uh, Lele is definitely more specially offensive presence. Buzzwole's more physical presence, and PZ, yeah, I don't know.
I
It's just
think
a whole
Nigeria
different team. Like,
it is. I think Nigeria though in general deals with extremely bulky mons better now. With
yeah,
Zard, Lele, Buzzwole, like those are powerhouses, and not to mention adaptability on PZ. Like those tri attacks hurt. God forbid
yeah.
it's
This
like a
this is
hyper
a team
beam.
I'm looking at, and I'm like actually a little bit scared of. But of all mons to try to improve your team and drop, you get rid of Milotic, Victini, Megalop, and Gligar. When Fracture is sitting right there, find a Pokemon in the 40 points better than that thing. You're never bringing it.
Yeah, isn't Turtonator still on the board?
Turtonator might be a 60
Oh,
actually.
is it? Let me
I mean,
check.
yeah, I think it is. The typing, shell smash, spin. Yeah, it is. It's a 60. It's still on the board though.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I,
But
I
like, if you're
remember
gonna
that
make
thing
all
being 40
those
forever.
trades and pickups anyway, then like, I don't know.
I agree with getting rid of Fracture.
I hate that thing's so stupid. Anyway,
Anyway, that does it for the trades and pickups. So now it actually is time for the Komish picks.
hmm,
You're picking for Mike,
deal.
and it's
You guys are
your match
tied.
first. It is tied.
It's tied right
Mike
now.
picked pretty well last week. Unfortunate for me. I was 3 ahead, and he got 7 this week. I got 4.
Wow. Love to see it. You love the competition.
No, I want to beat Mike for once. He's beaten me in all the commish picks so
Has
far.
he really? Yo,
Yeah,
let's
like
go.
the last 2 seasons we did it, he won the commish picks.
All right, so I'll pull for you this time.
All right.
What's the first match? What are we talking?
You against Rob.
Oh, me versus Rob.
Yeah. We're just
I
going down
am
the schedule
going.
from top to bottom if you're looking at the doc.
I am now. I'm gonna pick
Anyway,
myself.
I also like your team a lot against Rob's. I think it
Yeah.
might be a little bit of an issue for you to break Quagsire, but I think your team is set up in such a way you can get it to take a lot of glancing blows. Like Whimsicott forces it out every time, and you almost get a free U-turn.
Hmm.
So that's something.
I haven't even taken a look at Rob's team, but I. Oh God, he has Nihiligo. Oh God.
Oh,
All
are
right,
you
it's
scared of
fine.
getting swept by Nihilego?
I'm terrified of that Pokemon. I realize like just how tailor-made you can just make that thing in
There
draft.
are a lot of versatile sets for Nihilego, and it's
You can do
huge,
whatever you want.
especially as well.
Yeah. Yep. But no, I'm picking myself because I don't self-deprecate and I want to win.
I also think you're gonna win. I think. Ooh, you know what might be fun from Rob? I don't know if how
No.
much strat sharing or team building advice, but like dry skin jinx, huh? Huh?
I go into muck.
Yeah, that's true.
And you can't leave. Now you're dead, and then you're dead.
With
So,
its 35 defense.
yeah, You don't even need to switch out. I will click pursuit. You will still die.
Oh,
But yeah, I'll do some prep. I haven't taken a deep dive into that team, but
I think outside of Rain though, his speed tiers against you are really problematic.
yeah, cast form is going to be really.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about, cast form. But no, I just mean like Nihilego and Infernape being faster than your whole team is.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's all I was saying.
Ooh, Whimsicott's not that slow.
I
got
mean,
Scarf.
actually,
That's
plus speed Nihilego could do some dirty stuff against you.
Hey.
You
moving
know
on.
better than anybody.
Oh yeah, no, I know that thing could be. That's a problem.
Anyway, we both picked you. Let's go over to the next match. Got LCD against Dylan. So, Dracovish.
I'm gonna pick LCD. Despite Dylan's team being a team I like more, I think that LCD just got so hacked this week that I think that
He's
the
due.
Mon gods are gonna just bless him. So
Well, okay, so who is the Dracovish switching? We got to ask the big question every time.
Cradilly, baby.
Oh, yeah, Storm Drain. Storm Drain Cradily. Hell yeah.
And honestly, it probably doesn't do a ton to Kartana or Slowbro. I mean, Slowbro can switch in a couple times with regen.
Yeah, I think it's still doing like close to half though. That's my inclination.
It could be.
Again,
It could be.
If it's like Scarfed, Kartana doesn't do super well, I don't think, because it probably still gets 2 tapped. Ooh, I mean, Cradily being the only option. Because it could even be like a banded low kick or something. Actually, I don't know how heavy Cradily is, so it might be one of those things where it's like regular Diancie and low kick and Grass have like 20 base power.
Yeah.
But maybe Cradily is like deceptively heavy, because like Kyurem is like incredibly heavy. You cannot do heavy slam against Kyurem. So I don't know.
You see, you can't do heavy slam against.
It's not a great idea. Kyurem is extremely heavy.
Cradily weighs 133.2 pounds. It is
Okay.
4'11".
Ha, manlet.
So it needs to wear a booster seat.
Yeah. So Cradily probably does great against Dracovish in that sense, because I don't think at 110 pounds low kick is going to be that good.
Yeah,
it's probably
that's,
like
that's
60.
probably base 60 or 80 or something like that. And even then, you have recover, so it's not going to be doing like,
True.
It's not going to be doing 80% to you.
Right.
Fine. Being a bold nature or whatever,
But
I think I'm picking LCD.
It's tough. I think LCD with his double regenerator core and just natural recover on so many things is gonna whittle Dylan down pretty easily. So I think I'm also inclined to pick LCD, even though the play to get ahead of Mike is to not pick LCD. I'm picking LCD anyway. Next match, Tristan against Thomas. Ooh, this is gonna be an interesting match because Tristan obviously has Sand Draco's ult.
Yeah.
And then Thomas has this incredibly top-heavy offense with Mega Pinsir, Hydreigon, Gengar.
I think I'm gonna pick Tristan.
So in terms of Mega Pinsir, like obviously Lycanroc's a big issue.
Yeah, that's a problem, definitely.
But like outside of that, Mega Pinsir does real well. If he can somehow dodge Sandrake's ult with Pinsir, then it's gonna do some nasty stuff. That aerialate's gonna hurt everything.
Yeah, but also you got Mega Scizor. Like Bullet Punch is not gonna, it's gonna do at least 40% probably.
Is it?
I know
Doesn't
Mega
Mega
Pincers
Pincer has like
big.
huge defense?
It's big, but it's not like I'm gonna resist stab technician, base
Okay, that's fair.
155, whatever. Bullet Punch, big.
I'm also seeing that there's not a lot on Thomas's team that loves the U-turns. It's pretty much just Registeel.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
he has a lot of Pokemon weak to U-turn. Tangela, Claydol,
yeah,
Hydreigon.
and his resists like Gengar. Gengar's pretty frail. I mean, it's
Yeah.
quad resisted, so it's probably fine.
I want to see the Lycanroc v Lycanroc battle. That's what I really
That'll
want.
be fun. Yeah. But
It's not a bad Pokemon to bring either, I guess.
well,
Looking at
Lycanroc
Tristan's
Midnight,
team.
it can't do anything to Hippo. It dies to Bullet Punch, I'm sure. I don't really
Yeah,
like Lycanroc Midnight for against Tristan's team, unfortunately.
it's so sad that they made that one the bad one. Like, how could you possibly give Accelerock to two forms
But
of
not
three
the
forms of a Pokemon?
Yeah, that is extremely weird. I mean, I ran Lycanroc Midnight once. I
Yeah.
think it's a great mon for 60 points. Like No Guard Stone Edge is so free,
Hmm.
but
I just think it's sad. It's
yeah,
just
it
like,
is
how are you
sad.
gonna do him like that?
At least give him something else to work with.
Like Accelerock's such a cool move. How
Yeah,
come
but
it
it
only is on
only
two out
gets
of
the
three forms of
quadrupedal
one
pups,
Pokemon?
unfortunately.
Yep. Yeah, only the quadrupeds, which makes no sense at all. But I digress. It's fine. I'm picking Tristan. I
Uh,
gotta give it to Tristan.
yeah, I'll pick Tristan as well.
Mega
You gotta
Scizor
you
clicks
gotta
U-turn
lead
like
up
10 turns in a
your
row.
you gotta lead up your pick. You can't just say, "Oh, Tristan," immediately. We
It's a
got to do
gut
some
feeling.
some analysis first.
Well, I like to do the pick and then explain why.
Oh, see, I like doing it the opposite. I like getting the
Like,
reasoning out there because maybe you change your mind in the middle of explaining.
no, I'm confident.
Okay. Next up,
We've
Levo.
hey, we've all picked the same ones. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Next up, Levo against Hunter. Man, Hunter's team kind of seems like a nightmare for Levo.
See,
Like
this one I'm gonna actually
Urshifu.
look at and analyze because I don't know.
Urshifu looks so nasty against Levo's squad.
What do you mean? Colossal can heat that up, right?
Yeah, is he heating that surging
Steam
strikes?
engine, Steam engine get to plus 18.
But priority with surging strikes and always
No,
crit.
I know. Yeah, I know. It ain't looking good. And then you have Chansey on top of that, who says, Greninja's not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Granbull's actually kind of an alright bring,
Well,
I guess.
but
To
also the always
Regidrago
crit
or
move.
Shifu.
The always crit move though.
Yeah, this actually does look kind of rough. It does look rough.
I think. Ooh.
It does well,
I'm
like
gonna
to break
end
down
up.
Lebo's walls. I don't know.
I think that's a fair point. Like, actually, Granbull stops Regidrago dead, so that's a good plus. But, it's kind of a tough bring because again, always crit move on Urshifu. Like it, I don't think it could do anything to, who's that stupid steel elephant? Kaparaja.
Yeah, it does definitely look rough.
I mean, I'm gonna end
for
up
Lebo's
helping
squad.
Lebo build later in this week anyway.
So
But
then you pick Lebo because you have
think-
faith in your team building
yeah,
skills, and I'm gonna
that's
pick
where I
Hunter
was getting.
as to have some difference.
That's where what I was getting at. I'm gonna pick Levo because we'll figure out some heat. But on paper, Hunter's team
Yeah,
looks
I'll
nasty.
I'll pick Hunter because Urshifu clicks button,
Urshifu kind of just always clicks button. That's his thing.
and Comfey does actually kind of good here too.
I think Colossal kind of walls Comfey actually.
Well, they're on the same team. Or
No.
Oh no, they're not. Oh okay. Yeah, Colossal does wall Comfey. You're right.
And I don't think Comfey does super great against Gliscor either.
A couple calm mines up. Draining Kiss is gonna hurt.
Okay,
do
yeah.
some damage.
Calm Minds maybe. Next up, me against Cal. Picking myself, obviously.
Boy. Let me take a look.
Um,
I like your team a lot. I want
I-
Hitmonlee.
going up against Zoroark,
Uh,
I am so thankful to have like 3 things that are naturally faster than it.
Mhm.
Because that thing's just a problem on. I think I handle it pretty well though with everything I've got.
I think I'm gonna pick you.
Hell
Kyle's
yeah.
team kind of, I don't know. Like I like it a lot. There's definitely a lot of threats and stuff, but I mean, Entei is gonna be a problem for you. Besides
Um,
Mega Slowbro,
yeah, I've got some stuff for Entei. We get,
the choice specs, HP
I've
ground
I've
Sneasel.
already yes, Specs Sneasel with the illegal move.
Yeah,
I actually have built like a skeleton team so far. I can send it to
ooh,
you after if you want to see.
sure, why not?
But anyway, next up, Nigeria against Mike. Nigeria's new team. Mike is probably so mad right now because he's gonna go up against Zardex. He hates having to prep for that thing.
I'm going for like I just took a quick glance at Mike's team. I'm going for Nigeria. I mean, like it's the Mikey special all over him.
Yeah, yeah. Zard actually just destroys him.
Yeah.
I literally do not see what he does about Zard because even if you have like okay, thick fat mill tank, fantastic. Oh, quad
You,
resisted.
oh, yeah.
Who's that Volcanian? Oh, that fantastic. He's just clicking Dragon Claw next.
Yeah. Then he clicks Dragon move.
Yeah, and Mike does.
And he can carry EQ,
Yeah,
so Volcanion's not that big of an issue.
and his fairy type is weak to fire.
Yeah.
Ah,
Uh,
I'm sorry, Mike. I don't think I can pick you. I'm picking Nigeria.
the Terrakion Stone Edge is about what you're going to have to kind of bank on.
Yeah. Even then, like I don't think a Scarf Stonage would outright kill
Yeah, and
Zard.
that's just one Pokemon too, right? Like we're not
Hmm.
even talking about, Tapu Lele, like what Tapu Lele can do. I think just looking at the teams, they feel very lopsided. Maybe it's because Volcanion's on Mike's team, but Nigeria's team I like a lot more.
I mean, Volcanion probably handles Lele pretty well. I'll say that.
It could.
I think it actually handles a lot of his team really well, except for like Mamo and Zardex.
Don't give Volcanion too much credit.
I'm giving him an appropriate amount of credit. We just talked about how his quad resisted to the Flare Blitz isn't going to matter.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some counterplay, but I think that if Mike wants to overcome it, I think he's really going to need to, get nitty gritty.
Well, we'll see what he comes up with. We both picked Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
Next, Bick against Jack. Jack's got a brand new team, and I'm sure that he looked at Bick's team while making these changes.
Yeah, probably
So
did.
Garchomp is actually kind of an issue for Bick because like he just goes like Dragon Move, Iron Head, or even like Iron Tail, right? And then
Yeah, I
Earthquake.
mean, yeah, you got Mega Glalie, to revenge, but
Mhm.
besides
But
that, I
yeah, you
mean,
can't switch Mega Glalie is the big issue. And also, Excadrill kind of tears Bick apart. His like Fizz Defender is a guard and Seismitoad. Ugh.
yeah.
Ooh, it's not looking good for Bick. I mean, I am obligated to pick Bick because division match.
Oh, I'll pick Jack
Hell yeah.
because Jack's team is gonna wipe Bick's team, just like
Bick has an uphill battle, that is for sure.
yeah, definitely. Not that
Um,
yeah, there's always stuff to be done. There's always counterplay, of course. But like when you see a mon that's just like, oh, it clicks either of its stabs and something dies, like
that's a problem.
yeah. So
Spore v Spore match as well. Amoonguss versus Breloom. That's fun.
I mean Amoonguss, walls Breloom. I mean, well, Breloom gets Technician Aerial Ace, so
Look at that. Does it out heal the Amoonguss synth? Or does it up? It probably does
uh
beat Amoonguss
off the top of my
synthesis.
head, probably.
Yeah, but then like maybe it just clicks a Sludge Bomb and Breloom dies.
Yeah, with the Regenerator you can kind of afford that. You take one, you click Sludge Bomb. And if it's Technician, then like obviously it's not gonna get healed, so if it does proc the poison. But Yeah, I'm gonna go Jack. I want to see Simisear one shot Zygarde 50 somehow. Just
Somehow.
show me it.
It's gonna
Nasty
like
plot.
nasty
Give me
plot. Yeah,
Got to do it like twice or three times. It has to do it like three times the one shot with like Grass Knot.
probably. Although Simisear is a pretty good bring here. It can just slam a strong fire move and then it gets Grass Knot for Seismitoad. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Next up, got Manny against Dave. So, another Conference Cup match. And, okay, so Manny's got the big Zarude counter to Sableye. We saw how Manny dealt with that when he was against M1 Sableye. So, bulky jungle healing, I think, is one of those expected brings in this case, especially since it outspeeds everything except for the things like bulky Zarude itself just outspeeds everything except for Pidgeot and Zeraora.
Yeah.
So
looking at Manny's team compared to Dave's though, like I feel like there's a lot of offensive prowess on Manny's team that Dave might not be able to keep up with.
yeah,
Like just
like,
Coco's gonna kill Pidgeot. Dazzling Gleam's gonna do a ton to Tangrowth. It's gonna take neutral damage on Heatran.
I don't
And then
really
you got
see what it
Mega
does.
Aggron. Like
yeah,
what deals
that's
with
what I
Mega
was gonna bring up.
Aggron besides Heatran? Like
It's like Heatran and Suicune. Those are the only two things that can kind of hang out. But
Yeah.
even then, like Manny just predicts right and EQs your Heatran. That's bad.
yeah. I mean, yeah, Heatran's the best mon in the game until you slip up and you do something wrong.
Yeah, until you lose the balloon.
Yep.
Although Dave's in my division, so I will be picking Dave.
I will pick Manny.
All right then.
Have we ever had
Finally-
anybody get 10 out of 10 on Inside the PFL? Been
No,
a few seasons. No.
not since I've been recording it. Possibly in the
Wonder if-
past.
Yeah, I wonder if season 10
That's a
or
Joe
11 or
stat.
whenever I did it. It is a Joe stat. Joe, if you watch this, let me know.
Joe's sitting on his couch eating ice cream, laughing at all this. Ha!
He's like, God damn it. And people keep asking me to do shit.
Next up, M1 against Sheej. So, one of the first things I noticed is that Crobat is kind of a problem for M1.
I love Crobat.
Oh yeah, Crobat is sick, but that being said, Crobat's a problem.
Yeah. I mean, nasty plot Crobat just wins.
M1's been on the receiving side of that. I won't drag him, but
but that can happen and it has happened.
at my
But
hand, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like I think Crobat throwing out just a random Super Fang, then you turning out on the tank that comes in is pretty problematic. That's not to mention like Dragapult being the fastest thing. The good side is that Meloetta is immune to one of its stabs it would otherwise be weak to.
I think that Mega Steelix beats this whole team. Besides Passimian.
Yeah, Mega Steelix. Yeah, Mega Steelix.
Like
is a
Arrow
problem.
gets, flattened. Mega Ampharos can't really do all that much. Like, a dragon move, sure, whatever. But
I think does it
not
get Earth
really.
Power?
Mega Ampharos? No.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Azu, even a liquidation from Azu is not gonna one shot Mega Steelix.
probably it's probably gonna have to be chipped. It probably does around 66. I'm gonna
Yep.
say it's a 2/3 roll.
I will agree with that.
But I mean,
So I'm gonna pick Sheej. I think Sheej's team looks really nice going into this battle,
Yeah.
and it's easy to pack a fire move for the Pharaoh, especially with Incineroar. Like,
Right.
you
I will say though, Ferrothorn kind of gets in the way of a lot of stuff outside of like specifically Incin and Steelix, because I think the Steelix body press probably wins against Pharaoh,
yeah,
even though like they both have great defense.
yeah. Pharaoh definitely, good mon checks Feeny. Does Polt gets a fire move, doesn't it?
Yeah, Pult gets Flamethrower.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, okay. So Dragapult as well handles Ferrothorn.
And it handles Mega Ampharos, and it handles Aerodactyl. Dragapult handles everything with the right set.
Yeah, this is probably like the special coverage expert belt set.
Mhm.
that just tears through a team, and you're like, how did this happen?
I gotta give it to Siege.
I gotta pick my boy M1. I'll have faith. It's definitely because I actually believe that, not because he's watching the broadcast.
It's because I believe it.
Anyway, so you pick Siege, I pick M1. Dragapult, very polarizing mon. It's gonna have to figure something. Always the story with these high explosive borderline uber mons.
Yep. No sucker punch user on M1's team.
Oh, Sableye. No, Sableye gets both the stab priority moves.
Does Sableye get sucker?
Yep, absolutely.
Huh. I know it gets sneak.
It gets both.
I don't think I realized. I mean, maybe I'm just tripping right now, but interesting.
You took a hit before getting on the call.
Yeah,
Mike
yeah.
special.
And then all of my Sableye knowledge poured out of my brain. I lost it. I got to pick it back up. My bad.
Anyway, last
yes.
match. We're moving on. Murphy against James. I'm picking my division guy,
baby.
Murphy.
Let's take a look at James.
I think
James is in my division, right? No, he's not. No,
no.
he's not. He's not. Just again. Tripping.
You did take a hit before getting
No,
on the
I
call.
didn't.
Jesus.
No, I don't know. I'm tired.
Dude, offensive Zapdos does some dirty things to Murphy. I'll say it.
Yeah, Zapdos and Mega Venusaur and Kyurem in the rain also don't exactly, and Samurott even Samurott.
Oh,
is still
does
like
Samurott get Swift
a
Swim?
thing. No, it doesn't get Swift Swim,
okay.
but like Ice Beam, Hydro Pump,
Okay.
whatever
enough.
is still gonna do a ton of damage to everything.
Yeah, I think
I'm going
Helios
for
does
I'm going
pretty
for
well.
Murphy. I'm going for Murphy here.
Okay, so we're both picking Murphy.
Yeah, but James could totally pull it out because
Oh,
he
for
always
sure.
brings
He's got the 800 club.
some sets. Yeah, he does have
Like,
the
as
800
long as
club.
you see Zapdos, Mega Venusaur, Kyurem, and Clefable all on the same side of the field, there's a chance James comes back, right? It doesn't matter if it's 4v6. If it's those four,
Yeah. That should be illegal. We should have limits. You can pick maximum 3 200s. 4, that's 2/3 of a team.
although I will say, Mega Mawile looks real good. You kind of just have to dodge the static proc from Zapdos.
Mm-hmm. Can't get sleep powdered either.
Well, yeah, it can.
Well, no, I'm saying like you have to make
Oh.
sure you don't.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
Because like Mega Venusaur will do fine against it, especially if rain is up.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's going to depend on the spread. I think James would have to speed creep from Mawile because it probably does not eat 2 Iron Heads, but Earth Power from Venusaur probably 2 taps.
I imagine Mega Venusaur does eat 2 Iron Heads.
You think?
I don't know.
I think
Good
we'll have
handy
to
dandy
do some calc
calculator.
fu to figure that
I'm
out.
here. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Again, I'm picking Murphy. Did you also say you're picking Murphy?
Yeah, I'm also picking Murphy. Iron Head. It is. It depends on the set. I have a OU defensive Venusaur, and it does 44 to 53. So it totally depends.
Oh, jeez. Nidoking also
Yeah, because
does
you can
amazing
you can
here.
either be more defensive than that, or you could be less
Right.
defensive. So
Right.
max defense, you're never getting 2 tapped, but it depends.
So, it's all going to come down to the sets that James brings. We know James loves to be wild with the sets, so
Yeah.
it's always going to be up in the air a little bit.
I fully expect to see like Snap Trap, Stunfisk against Mawile to eat the Seal and Fairy moves, and then say Earth Power or Earthquake.
Yeah,
here you
so
go.
the thing about trapping moves is that all Murphy has to do is sub, and then you're no
Yeah.
longer trapped.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
If you are trapped, if you're stuck in Fire Spin and you click Substitute,
Yes.
the Fire Spin gets dispelled.
Yes.
Oh wow.
The only thing it doesn't work for is block or like magnet pull. Like
that
those.
is horrendous.
You didn't know that?
But, no, I feel like it should work like a status does. You know, like if you get toxic, that's like like if you get toxic, you click sub, like all of a sudden your substitute is toxic and you're not. Like what?
Well, I guess
That makes no sense at all.
I guess Game Freak should have hired you instead.
They should have.
Yeah, unironically they should have because you're doing that whole rebalancing series.
I know. I'm a scumbag, and I recorded the first episode of Rebalancing Hoenn, but my shirt was too green, and it got picked up by my color keying on
Oh, that's
OBS,
sick,
so
actually.
I'm just like ahead. Well, I'm not even like it's not my whole shirt is gone. It's just like some parts are see through, and it looks terrible. So I'm gonna redo that. But I do that. Hire me, Game Freak, please. It'd be great. You wouldn't regret it.
Very experienced in this rebalancing, Jim is.
Yes.
So
and also
to all
gonna
the
get
Game
10
Freak
out of 10
employees
for
watching,
Mike here right now. 10 out of 10. Calling it right now. That's their 10 winners on that
oh
right
man,
side.
if Mike gets 10 out of 10, like I'm in big trouble because that's going to be like +5 on me.
We'll see.
But anyway, that concludes Inside the PFL. We have a single pending item left on the docket that Jim, I'm sure, can enlighten us on. So, Mr. Replacement Co-host, we have looked at the week 4 matchups. Is this week possibly the most important week of the season?
Yeah, it's not even close.
Hell yeah. So we're going to have one undefeated person after this week, either me or Kyle.
Yeah, that's super important. That's the most important thing happening in the most important week of the season.
I agree. My match is always the most important part of the week.
It forecasts. It's right before the weeks 5 and 6.
Right
You know, you got the half and half.
weeks.
It's at the halfway. Like it forecasts what playoffs is going to look like. These first 4 weeks matter than the back 4 weeks, like way more. So
I could
until
not
we get
agree
there.
more. But until then, thank you everybody for watching. Join us either Monday or Tuesday for the broadcast. I don't know when it's going to be happening. Thomas will put out the notification for the schedule. So make sure you're subscribed and click the bell. That's my new YouTuber voice.
I mean, we are over 100.
That's true. We are over 100 subscribers on the PFL. So hell yeah to that. But thank you everybody for watching. And we will